going on, everybody? This is Ryan from RLS ASMR back with another video. First of all, if you're subscribed, thank you for being back to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Love to have you here. Also, happy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Probably not going to be posting Christmas Day because obviously I have family stuff to do. But if you want to see what I'm, get to know me better, go ahead and follow my socials. Links are already always in the description. So go ahead and give me a follow on my, Instagram, Twitter, all that good jazz. But today I'm going to be eating some sausage and rice, and then I got a little bit of broccoli. So I've had a revelation, and you guys may or may not like this. Well, if you're my fan, if you're true fans, then yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the problem, guys. I've gotten really fat. And you're like, well, Ryan, obviously, look at the last 8 videos, they're all unhealthy. True. But if you look at the dates that I posted them, I had to be eating way more than that, you know what I'm saying, to gain the weight that I've gained, so, which I was, obviously. So I'm going to try to eat a little healthier. This is the serving. This is 2 servings of sausage. This is 2 servings of rice. And I'm like, this is like such a small amount of food for me. Like, and I got some cheese broccoli. Broccoli's so low in calorie. It has such little cheese on it, I'm not gonna count it. But my goal was to be at like 1,700 calories today, or 1,800. Just under 1,800, and I only have 170 left. You saw nothing. But yeah, guys, tell me how you been. Tell me all the things you guys got planned for Christmas, and Christmas Eve today, and tomorrow. And over to family's place, I'll be doing that. I go to a family. I go to families tomorrow for dinner. Gonna get there about 3. Eat at 4. And then we're gonna be playing poker probably all the way until like 10 o'clock at night. Not just poker, but like a bunch of different games, which I find really cool. Now, I'm pretty bad at poker. I only know how to play Texas Hold'em. I promise if you're any good at all at poker, you would whoop my butt. Because I don't know I don't know all the hands by heart. Like, I know what a flush is. I know what a straight is. I know what a straight flush is. 2 pair, all that. Like, I know all of that, right? But I haven't memorized the hierarchy, if that makes sense. So, like, if I have, like, 2 pair, I can't even remember. I know, like, I know full house is good. And I know how to do them. I know how they work. I must sound like an idiot to you guys that know poker. I'm sorry. So, anyways, back to my health. Yeah, I need to start losing weight, so you'll still see me sometimes eating some fast food, but I'm gonna really hold back on it. And I'll be eating like smaller portions than I normally do, like the really big portions, which might hurt me in terms of views, but I know mukbangers really like to hear that, or really like to see the big portions, people who watch mukbangs. But I gotta put my health first. before and I know how to do it. But yesterday, I went to so it was my brother and his wife's church. We're having some kind of like holiday service. And so I went there. And, my brother's wife's parents were there. And, me and my dad were there. Watching her, and my brother, obviously. All watching her play. And they did a really good job. Not just the band, but like, the lights were coordinated, and they had a bunch of like animated screens and stuff pop up. It was insane. The amount of effort going into that. And I've helped out, not at that specific church, but it's the same group of churches. I've worked at their sister church. I've helped out there before. And I didn't do anything important, I just clicked buttons. So they would move, words on the screen. And I'd have to click it to make sure that it matches with what the person who's singing the words so that people can sing along in the audience, And that's been my only job. And apparently I'm really good at it. But, yeah, so I was watching how they were setting everything up. And I know the program that they use to set all that kind of stuff up. And I know how they have to time it all. And it was perfectly, like, everything was set up really good. I'm sure their rehearsals have been insane. My brother said something like they had 8-hour rehearsals. And I was like, to give you an idea, their standard rehearsal for just regular service, is like about 45 minutes. Maybe less. So, that's really impressive. It's like the only real Christmas thing I did. Like, guys, I've been such a bah humbug, Mr. Scrooge, this year. I usually try to watch a couple movies, get into the mood, drink my hot cocoa, and feel good about it, but this, like, health stuff that I got put into, like, it's put me in a really bitter mood. Because usually every year I get into some kind of mood in terms of Christmas. Like, I get happy that Christmas is here. That same joy isn't here, bro. And I think it's because of, like, everything else going on. I'm not a super Christmassy person anyway. But I watch Home Alone. I watch, like, different, movies and things. Which, I'll start with that. What's your guys' favorite, like, Christmas movie? Put it in the comments and let me know. What around this year always gets you hyped for Christmas? Because for me, I remember watching The Grinch. Now, The Grinch is funnier to me now, as an adult. As a kid, I didn't like it so much. I'm talking about Jim Carrey Grinch, okay? I'm not talking about the animated Grinch. I've seen both. But the actual movie, I don't know. What's that quote? He's like, 4 p.m. He's like, 4 a.m. wallow in self-pity. I can't keep canceling that again. I don't know. Can't remember the time, but I remember that line is like, it's iconic. it gets super hilarious. Oh. So my favorite Christmas film. If I have to say, it's probably Home Alone. I don't care for A Christmas Story. Like I said, Jim Carrey, Grinch is probably close second in terms of Christmas films. I've never seen Elf by Will Ferrell, right? I think Will Ferrell, yeah. I don't know, man. The stuff that we watched as kids. You know what's do you guys remember? I'm not a Christian. But do you guys remember the Veggie Tales? Is it a Christmas special? Because I remember them talking about like the three kings and the son of, God of Bethlehem, born in Bethlehem. Like I remember they do like some kind of special. Is it a movie? Whatever it is, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys ever grew up on Veggie Tales? Veggie Tales is like, some of it is really cute, and then some of it is like nightmare fuel. And if those of you that have seen it, I think you know what I'm talking about. There's this one Veggie Tales story. Is it like they meet Frankenstein or something? I forget which vegetable he is, but I think it was something like the asparagus, the little asparagus kid. I think he's like scared of monsters or so. It's a very creepy episode. I have to find it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know. Man, junk is crazy. I remember watching a lot of Veggie Tales as a kid, and that's only relevant because what I was saying about their Christmas special or whatever it was. But I'd have to say that's probably my favorite film. Is Home Alone, and then Christmas film, not film of all time. I can get into my favorite film of all time, but you guys won't like the answer. No one likes the answer. I could do a movie video. Let me know. I think I've done like plenty, but 3 or 4. I don't know if I've actually done. I'll look back at my catalog. I remember talking about my favorite movies of the year, I think. But I don't think I've actually done all-time favorite movies. I've done something like that, I can't remember. Sorry if that was loud. But yeah. So not a lot going on for Christmas. If I get any awesome presents, I'll let you guys know. If I get any presents, I'll let you guys know. Because, like, I don't really need as much anymore. I buy whatever I want by myself. It's kind of, in one of my previous videos, it's kind of like, I forget which video, I think it was my Christmas tree cakes video, where, like, I was talking about how I buy all my own stuff. Like I buy all of my own things that I want, I need. There's not much that I need by the end of the year, because by the end of the year I've probably bought it all. And I feel more rewarded by buying the things that I want than by being them given to me, because it kind of makes me feel bad. Like if I was working, right? Well, everyone understands in my family that why I'm not working right now and what the whole situation is regarding that. But it's like, I'd rather not even care about gift exchange at all. Like, I'll just give you my time and love. That's a good enough, that's good, right? That's a great present, right? But who knows, man? I don't know. I told my mom, like, if you're gonna get me anything, like, I'm in a reading phase right now. Get me like a Barnes & Noble gift card, so I can go to Barnes & Noble and pick something up, like even just like a $10, $15, $20 gift card, whatever it is. I don't care, because like, well, $10 gift card at Barnes & Noble, you wouldn't be able to get anything, but like a 20, 25, 30, you know what I'm saying? That would be awesome, because I would go there and I'd pick out another book, which I'll also run this idea by you guys. So I bought a book. It's a combo book. It's one of those books where it's like a box set is what it was called, but it looks like one book, but it has the Iliad and the Odyssey in it. And I'm gonna read those because I want to, right? So I'm going to read those, but also, well, I'm not gonna say anything about that, but basically I'm writing a story regarding Greek mythology, and I wanted to read more about Greek stuff so I could get an idea about like writing and all that. I'm not gonna tell you guys my idea, but I like writing. I've told you guys before, I like writing stories, so it's just a fun hobby of mine, along with this other fun hobby of mine, which is making videos. But yeah, guys, so if you guys want me to read that book, because I've thrown the idea out that like reading ASMR, but it seems to me every time I do a reading ASMR, I don't know if I'm just trash at reading, like out loud. Like I'm a good reader in terms of just reading a book, but reading out loud, I've always been trash at that. So if you want to hear that, let me know in the comments. But if you don't, then obviously you don't say anything. And I'll know, because no one will tell me, hey Ryan, I want you to do this particular type of thing. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for your support, for your subscriptions. Like I said, if you're new, if you've been around, I see you guys returning to my channel and not subscribing. I look at my analytics. But, it'd be really good if this Christmas season, you want to give me a gift, just subscribe. That's cool. That's all I need. More subscribers, more of your guys' love and support. That's great. So, all relevant links are in the description. Give me a follow on social media. I will see you guys next time.